Fishing is brought to you by Culprit, confidence with every cast. Phoenix Boats, experience the difference. And Power Pole, swift, silent, secure.
So today we're fishing early spring. The water's just warmed up to hit 60 degrees. So it leaves a lot of baits wide open. And my strategy always in the springtime is when you have a warming trend is to fish fast until you find the fish and then slow down. So I'm starting off with a culprit and credit frog, just gonna be buzzing it around, and I might switch to a swim bait, flipping, floating worm, spinner bait. Who knows? I've just got a variety of baits here, and I'm gonna fish the conditions and see what happens. Oh, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Look at that wave. That's when you need a little bit of cloud cover and a little bit of breeze to get them to commit. The fish get up near the top, the cloudy days are better, and even when you're fishing a sunny day, like we've got a mix of cloud and sun today, your chances are so much better when the sun goes behind the clouds. Just puts their guard down, gets them to bite. Oh my gosh! That was the most awesome frog bite I have seen in so long. What a toad. Oh my gosh. Look at that guy. That one's got to be a 6-pounder. That's unbelievable. Look at that guy. Oh my gosh. He bit that in credit frog. Just buzzing it right in front of that little tree over there. Just unbelievable hit. I have not seen a fish bite a topwater bait that aggressively in a very, very long time. Awesome. Oh gosh, I scared one right there. When I stood up, that thing saw me. So what you want to do really is keep a low profile when the fish are up at the top of the water. As soon as I stood up, I scared that fish, and it looked like a big one. That one's right. Ah. I've been noticing fish all throughout here that every time I run into a tree, get close to a tree, fish have been spooking off of it. They've been just suspending right at the top of these trees. And we got that bright light right now. The clouds have kind of passed on, and fish aren't really feeding, but that one sure did. It hit that, bumped into that stump, and he just totally annihilated it. Good fish. Swim bait. Oh, that was cool. He waked it for a long way. He used up all his energy chasing it down. Beautiful fish, fat. And they're suspended right on the tops of those little stumps. Look how fat that guy is. Oh, that was pretty cool. Oh, he got out under the boat. That was exactly where on the way in I'd scared a bunch of fish. And I thought just maybe could trick one into biting it on the backside in the shade. You gotta get in the thick stuff sometimes. All right, get another swim bait.
No Fishing is brought to you by Culprit Lures, Phoenix Boats, and Power Pole.
So I'm just covering water here in between backwaters, and it's much dirtier out here on the main river, and the wind's blowing on this little bank, so thought I would give it a try, see if there's any purely like pre-spawn fish that have moved up taking advantage of this wind. Oh yeah, that was cool right there. He smoked it. Good fish too. Man. Golly, it's pulling. When they first move up like that, they are some kind of mean. Oh, another good fish too. Spinnerbait just fell out of his mouth, but look at that guy. Kind of the same deal as it is in the backwaters. He was right on a tree, kind of out off of the bank. That opens up a whole nother world of possibilities here with the, you know, I was just thinking backwater, 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 but if you got the wind and the conditions are just right, you can catch them in a lot more places. That's one thing that we do on No Fishing is we're not gonna force one thing. You know, whatever they're biting, that frog is gonna be the deal all day today. However things change during the day, that's what you're gonna see. That frog's not the deal in here anyway. The swim bait is. Not ever gonna get stuck on one thing if I feel like something else they're biting better. Oh, starting to bite now. There he is. Little dude, but cloud cover making all the difference. So let me show you the two baits I'm using most today. One's the new Culprit Incredifrog, and I'm using this to buzz the top of the water and infuriate the bass. And the other one, when the fish are a little bit more finicky, is the new Incrediswim. And it's just a swim bait that's got everything you need. It's got good body roll, and I've got it rigged on a belly hook with a little blade to give it a little added flash. And those two baits today have done wonderful. There he is, right on that tree. Decent little fish. What happened there, and I know this is the deal, the cloud, there's like, most of the sky is bluebird, and a cloud came up over the sun, and bam. Same thing as all the ones that I've spooked, right on those trees. They're just sitting there, warming up next to those roots right there on those trees and just getting ready to spawn, so good fish. There it is. This is a big change from earlier today when I was getting bigger fish. It's like there's a group of small fish all around me here in a circle, and it's pretty fun, but they are little. One of the things I'm doing with this swim bait is I'm holding my rod high. I'm keeping the bait right under the surface because I'm seeing all the fish right at the top. You know, a common mistake if you're fishing a bait and the fish are up near the top is to hold your rod tip low. That pulls the bait down too low in the water column. So keep that rod tip high when you start seeing them suspended like that, and keep your bait up. Got it, that was awesome. That's a good one too. He has got me wrapped. Yeah. That fish is big, and he wrapped himself around the line. Now he's got wrapped around this big old tree. Look at that guy. He wrapped around everything in the world. Came right out of that little weed bed right there. Good one. So today I was fishing a river system under perfect conditions, 80 degrees in the springtime, the middle of March. You'd expect to just catch tons of fish. But what I encountered was all the fish were suspended at the top of the water and very spooky. And under those conditions, you can't worry about spooking them. You just have to keep going, let the fish that are gonna spook, and know that your next cast just might trick one into biting. So now you know.